I know this one's kind of late, but welcome back to another live. If you can hear my voice, I want to start off by giving the Most High all the honor, the glory, and the praise by saying Hallelujah. And let's start off with a prayer, and then we're gonna have a song before we get into our study today, or tonight rather. So let's all turn to the east and praise YAH. So I want to thank the Most High YAH for giving all of us, all of my wonderful people, all of the Most High's wonderful people, a blessed day today. I pray that all of our energies were felt with one another and that we all got to connect on a more spiritual level. Praise YAH. I pray the Most High continue to pull us out of this wicked system and guide us, order our steps, show us how to live the right way every day. I pray that we get a little better, more and more, even most of us, all of us. And I look forward to getting into the lesson today. So let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in Yah's sight. O Yah, my strength and my redeemer. Hallelujah. All right, y'all. So welcome back to another live tonight. My name is Giovanna Milhama Yisrael. Today we have a couple of interesting topics brought forth to us by some brothers online. Let's give a shout out to Brother Eric Ben Koger, Brother Monty Hotep, Menu Asib, I think that's how you say it. Joseph and Asenath. Who brought that apart? Oh, Hosea Bay. And I think that was it. And these brothers brought forth some topics on the Bible Studies post. Let me go ahead and post it online. Before we get started, let's go ahead and play this song. Praise Yah.
Clap, 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 clap. And put my pride down, his spirit open my soul up, like Moses when he woke up. Damn woods will never fold up, if we walk strong, they'll know it's us. If you look closely, you'll see the blemishes on Babylon like a close-up. And it's really time to get focused, it's Yahweh humble, serving all the lies, you can't control it. But this the truth I'm holding as I stand, with this Bible in my hand, following through with the plan as a man to fulfill all the duties that Yah command. There's no need to pretend, standing with open hands, hoping he pull me to the sky, praying my prayers touch the sky. But I know that won't happen unless I look him in his eyes and keep my head to the sky. cause I hold back from using the lying tongue. Man, I know where I get my blessings. Praying 7 times a day to keep the connection. Counting blessings, learn my lessons, keep my mind on track. Cause I've been feeling like I belong on the other side of the map. Babylon got me trapped, I was captured to be a slave. But the way my blessings set, snap the chains with my brain. Hold the knowledge I obtain on this holy convocation. So on the 7th day, don't question my destination. No matter how complacent I get, his laws I just cannot forget. I put his laws into my soul, ayy, and I do what's told, do what's told. From, man, I know where I get my blessings. I know where I get my blessings from, man. I know where I get my blessings. Hey, so keep your head up, keep your head up to the sky, keep your head up. We giving praises to the Most High. Keep your head up, keep your head up to the sky, keep your head up. We giving praises to the Most High. Keep moving, and stay focused, and keep rising to the top. Ayy, keep rising to the top. Ayy, keep moving, and stay focused, and keep rising to the top. Ayy, keep rising to the top.
All right. Keep your head up to the sky. Praise YAH. Let's get right into this study. So Brother Eric Ben Koger wanted to go over grief and compassion. YAH's grief and compassion. He wanted to go over Lamentations or grief, or YAH shows compassion and grief, right? We go through grief. I'm assuming that's what the subject meant. If you wanted something more specific, please let me know. But let's turn our books to Lamentations chapter 3. And we're just gonna go over the whole chapter, right? So let's start at the first verse of Lamentations chapter 3. It says, I am the man that has seen affliction by the rod of his wrath. He has led me and brought me into darkness, but not into light. Surely against me is he turned. He turns his hand against me all the day. My flesh and my skin has he made old. He has broken my bones. He has builded against me, and compassed me with gall and travail. He has set me in dark places, as they that be dead of old. He has hedged me about, that I cannot get out. He has made my chain heavy. Also when I cry and shout, he shuts out my prayer. He has enclosed my ways with hewn stone. He has made my paths crooked. He was unto me as a bear lying in wait, and as a lion in secret places. He has turned aside my ways and pulled me in pieces. He has made me desolate. He has bent his bow and set me as a mark for the arrow. He has caused the arrows of his quiver to enter into my reins. I was a derision to all my people in their song all the day. He has filled me with bitterness. He has made me drunken with wormwood. He has also broken my teeth with gravel stones. He has covered me with ashes. And you have removed my soul far off from peace. I forgot prosperity, and I said, my strength and my hope is perished from YAH. Remembering my affliction and my misery, the wormwood and the gall, my soul has them still in remembrance, and is humbled in me. This I recall to my mind, therefore have I hope. It is of YAH's mercies that we are not consumed, because his compassions fail not. Right? Again, all of this horrible, horrible stuff that we go through, we are still not consumed, because YAH's compassions fail not. Right? YAH, the Creator, has compassion. I don't understand when people say the Most High is cruel and all these things. He can be. We have a terrible Elohim. But man can be cruel too. As a matter of fact, man is more cruel than the Most High. Because the Most High's goal is not to be cruel to us. That's not the purpose for us. The Most High wants us to feel good. The Most High wants us to do great things. It's man that wants to see you fail. The Most High's compassion fails not. Verse 23, they are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. YAH is my portion, saith my soul. Therefore will I hope in him. YAH is good unto them that wait for him, to the soul that seeks him. It is good that a man should both hope and quietly wait for the salvation of YAH. It is good for a man that bears the yoke of his youth. He sits alone and keeps silence, because he has borne it upon him. He puts his mouth in the dust. If so be there may be hope. He gives his cheek to him that smites him. He is filled full with reproach, for YAH will not cast off forever. You understand? This is the Most High. This is Most High's great mercy. It's all about the Creator. I know we have a lot of idols that try to steal the glory, but all the glory goes to the Most High, to the Creator. Never forget that. Some people try to imitate the Creator as if they are the Creator. But guess what? No one, and I repeat, no one can ever be the Creator. Do you understand? No one could ever. Male, female, male, or anything else. Right? Right? Nothing. No one. You understand? Verse 32. But though he cause grief, yet will he have compassion according to the multitude of his mercies. Do you understand? According to the multitude of his mercies. Tell me we don't have a merciful God, a merciful Elohim with compassion. Though the Most High causes the grief, the Most High has compassion on us. And that is the verse that the brother really wanted to highlight. And I understand. I totally understand. Because sometimes you have to go through grief in order to understand some things, in order to be stronger. Sometimes you got to go through some things, and the Creator knows we've all been through something. All of us have stories to tell. All of us. And that's for a reason. Because the Most High wants you to learn from something. The Most High wants you to understand something. And what does the Most High want you to understand? The Most High wants you to understand, first of all, who the Creator is. And then the Most High wants you to willingly come to the Creator. The Most High don't want no fakers. Oh, yes, there's the Creator. Now I'm. No, 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 no. The Most High wants you to willingly start making those steps to turn your life around. Start taking those actions to do better, to do the right thing on your own, willfully or willingly, right? The Most High is not going to try and force you. The Most High will just take away your life. The Most High doesn't need us. We need the Creator. We forget that very often. But this is why the Creator has compassion on us, because the Most High is giving us more chances. Because the Most High wants to see you do better. The Most High wants to see you live. The Most High doesn't delight in offing the wicked. The Most High wants to see you turn your life around. The Most High wants to see you live in the Most High's ways, in the laws that the Most High gave you. Will you choose man and his law over the Creator and his law? Will you choose a law that's not right over a just law? The Most High wants to know, because a lot of people are complacent and complicit. They don't see anything wrong with the current laws of man. But see, the more that man utilizes these laws to its full, utilizes its law, his law to its fullest extent, then it becomes a problem, right? Now it's a problem because now man is really enforcing man's law. This has always been man's law. It's always been unjust. Everyone knows that. Our people are still considered, we're not even considered full human in the Constitution, 3/5, right? I mean, who would want to go by any law like that? He's enforcing, whether you like it or not, this current administration, he is enforcing man's law. That is what he's doing. He's letting you really see what it looks like in full effect. So we're going to put these laws to the test. We're going to see, do people want to continue following man, or do people want to turn to the Creator and follow the laws of the one who made them? Let's read verse 33. It says, "For he does not afflict willingly, nor grieve the children of men, to crush under his feet all the prisoners of the earth, to turn aside the right of a man before the face of the Most High, to subvert a man in his cause. Yah approves not. Who is he that says, and it comes to pass, when Yah commands it not?" Who? Who can do these things? Man can't do these things. I don't know any man that can say something in the earth and it comes to pass. The only thing that he can enforce is his rules. That's it. But he can't make a hurricane come like people like to give man credit for. Oh, they have, what's it called? I forgot what they call it. But they say that man controls the weather. Some people are really out there where they believe man has this type of power to control hurricanes. How does that even make sense? If man could control hurricanes, we would have been wiped out all of these evil people. Don't you know that? Hurricanes would be coming when it's not even hurricane season if man could control hurricanes. You think man has that much patience to wait for hurricane season, as many wars as men start? I don't think so. They would be manipulating all types of elements all year round, and it would never stop because they love war. Why do you think they have to build nukes? bombs. They can't control the catastrophic events that occur. They cannot control the weather. They just can't. So you can stop believing in lies. It's just like the religions that we believe in, the idols that we follow. That's another thing. People want to live in a fantasy, in this little illusion, thinking that the Most High is not in control. Thinking the Creator, the one who created all things, is not in control. Man is controlling these. No, man is not controlling the weather. The Most High's way is in the whirlwind. And the Most High has compassion. And the Most High can utilize these things whenever He pleases. But the Most High does things in order, because we have an Elohim of order. You understand? Even if it's a catastrophic event, it's still going to be done in a certain order. Verse 38, out of the mouth of the Most High proceeds not evil and good? Wherefore does a living man complain, a man for the punishment of his sins? Let us search and try our ways and turn again to YAH. Let us lift up our hearts with our hands unto Elohim in the heavens. We have transgressed and have rebelled. You have not pardoned. You have covered with anger and persecuted us. You have slain. You have not pitied. See, the Most High didn't have no pity on us this time. That's why things are so horrible. So horrible. And it's just going to get worse. Verse 44, you have covered yourself with a cloud, that our prayer should not come through or not pass through. You have made us as the offscouring and refuse in the midst of the people. All our enemies have opened their mouths against us. Fear and a snare is come upon us, desolation and destruction. My eye runs down with rivers of water for the destruction of the daughter of my people. That would be us. My eye trickles down and ceases not, without any intermission. The fall of Israel. The fall of Israel. It's a sad thing. Till YAH look down and behold from heaven. My eye affects my heart because of all the daughters of my city. My enemies chased me sore like a bird without cause. They have cut off my life in the dungeon and cast a stone upon me. Waters flowed over my head. Then I said, I am cut off. I called upon your name, O YAH, out of the low dungeon. You have heard my voice. Hide not your ear at my breathing, at my cry. You drew near in the day that I called upon you. You said, fear not. O YAH, you have pleaded the causes of my soul. You have redeemed my life. O YAH, you have seen my wrong. Judge you my cause. You have seen all their vengeance and all their imaginations against me. You have heard their reproach, O YAH, and all their imaginations against me. The lips of those that rose up against me, and their device against me all the day. Behold, their sitting down and their rising up, I am their music. Render unto them a recompense, O YAH, according to the work of their hands. Give them sorrow of heart. Your curse unto them. Persecute and destroy them in anger from under the heavens of YAH. People have to realize the powers that be in the earth right now, all around, round about, are the enemies of YAH's people. They are the enemies of YAH. All of your world leaders consulted against Israel. crafty counsel against our people. And still we continue to grieve. And we don't even think to turn to the Most High a lot of the times. We turn to our own wicked imaginations. And it's very sad. So when you really get into who you are and learning who you are, you really start to see how sad of a story we have. We have a very sad story, Israel. And I know people don't usually like sad things, but that's what it is. Don't you know that all the slave movies you've ever watched were not fictional? You know those were based on true stories. You know those movies that they come out with are based on true stories. This is a part of our history. We have a sad story. So I'm not going to act delusional and say, oh, well, I don't have no curse on me. Our people are not cursed. Stop saying our people are cursed. Then what do you call it? Dear sweetheart, what do y'all call it? If it's not a curse, then what is it? Because this story is very sad. Does that mean it's going to be sad forever? Of course not. It's not going to be sad forever. The Most High says so. But you have to, in order to understand what's coming, you have to face the past. You have to understand where you come from to know where you're going, right? We had to start somewhere. And we started off on the wrong foot. And it just is what it is. Whether you accept it or not. It is depressing. It can make you angry. It make you question a lot of things. But that's what the Most High wants you to do. Because the Most High wants to see you live. So let's go to Psalm chapter 33. And this is another verse my brother wanted to point out in Psalm 33, but we're going to go ahead and read the whole psalm. And I'm going to start at the first verse. It reads, Rejoice in YAH, O you righteous. For praise is comely for the upright. Praise YAH with harp. Sing unto him with the psaltery and an instrument of 10 strings. Sing unto him a new song. Play skillfully with a loud noise. For the word of YAH is right, and all his works are done in truth. He loves righteousness and judgment. The earth is full of the goodness of YAH. Now remember, the Most High loves righteousness and judgment. That's something that JC in the New Testament said that he ain't got nothing to do with judgment. I ain't come to judge the world. Don't think I came to judge the world. What was it, John 12? Don't think I came to judge the world. I didn't come to judge nobody. You understand? The Most High loves judgment. The Most High loves righteousness. See, it's man that does not love judgment. Man does not like just laws. Man loves unfair ways and favoritism and ill treatment, popularity. That's what man loves. Vanity, greed, covetousness. This is what man loves. Man loves those things. But the Most High loves righteousness and judgment. The earth is full of the goodness of YAH. By the word of YAH were the heavens made, and all the host of them by the breath of his mouth. He gathers the waters of the sea together as a heap. He lays up the depth in storehouses. Let all the earth fear Yah. Let all the inhabitants of the world stand in awe of him. For he spake, and it was done. He commanded, and it stood fast. Yah brings the counsel of the heathen to naught. He makes the devices of the people of none effect. The counsel of Yah stands forever, the thoughts of his heart to all generations. Blessed is the nation whose Elohim is Yah, and the people whom he has chosen for his own inheritance. Yah looks from heaven. He beholds all the sons of men. Did you hear that? Blessed is the nation whose Elohim is Yah, and the people whom he has chosen for his own inheritance. Yah looks from heaven. He beholds all the sons of men. The Most High sees all of us at once. The Most High can see all of us. We don't, but the Most High can. See, our vision is not like the Most High's vision. Our ways and our thoughts are way lower than the Most High's is lower. Most High's ways and thoughts are higher. So the Most High sees all things. Verse 14, from the place of his habitation he looks upon all the inhabitants of the earth. He fashions their hearts alike. He considers all their works. There is no king saved by the multitude of an host. A mighty man is not delivered by much strength. An horse is a vain thing for safety, neither shall he deliver any by his great strength. Behold, the eye of Yah is upon them that fear him, upon them that hope in his mercy, to deliver their soul from death, and to keep them alive in famine. Our soul waits for Yah. He is our help and our shield. For our heart shall rejoice in him, because we have trusted in his holy name. Let your mercy, O Yah, be upon us according as we hope in you. Nowhere praise Yah, like our late great Maury Alicia used to say, nowhere. Okay? Nowhere did you see in there that the requirement for the Most High to deliver your soul from death and keep you alive from famine, and to be your help and shield. Nowhere was the requirement to believe in any idol. Nowhere was a requirement to believe that anyone sacrificed themselves for you. The Most High simply said, behold, the eye of Yah is upon them that fear him. So you fear Yah. Upon them that hope in his mercy. You hope in his mercy. To deliver their soul from death and to keep them alive in famine. Our soul waits for Yah. Those who wait upon Yah. He is our help and our shield. For our heart shall rejoice in him. You rejoice in the Creator, because we have trusted in his holy name. You trusted in the name of the Creator. Let your mercy, O Yah, be upon us, according as we hope in you. We hope in Yah. We hope in Yah. We put our hope in Yah. Yah is our hope. The Creator is our hope. We wait on our hope. Our hope is our help in our shield. Delivers our soul from death. Keeps us alive in famine. Our hope, which is the Creator. No other God can promise you these things. No other God. Only the Creator, the one who created all things. And the brother wanted to specifically point out our people in verse 12, where it says, blessed is the nation whose name is Yah, whose Elohim is Yah, nation whose Elohim is Yah, and the people whom he has chosen for his own inheritance, which is Israel, right? Yes. Blessed is Israel. Bless Israel. Those who bless Israel shall be blessed, and those who curse Israel shall be cursed. Do you understand? Those who bless the remnant shall be blessed. Those who curse the remnant shall be cursed. Because those who are not a part of the remnant, no matter who we are already cursed. They are cursed. So if you want to be blessed, you better start keeping these laws. We all have to keep these laws. Ain't none of us special. Not when it comes to keeping these laws. Praise Yah. So thank you, Brother Eric Ben Kojer, for bringing out that topic. Now I'm going to Brother Monty Hotep. And he wanted to talk about something in the New Testament. He wanted to talk about Hebrews. I guess, I don't think the brother's a Christian. He might be Egyptologist or something, but I don't think he's Christian. He's trying to bring out something in Hebrews 7, and it is about Christ of this New Testament being the king of Israel in order of Melchizedek. So let's read the first to the third verse is what he wanted to talk about. So it says, "For this Melchizedek, king of Salem, priest of the Most High, Elohim, who met Abraham returning from the slaughter of the kings, and blessed him, to whom also Abraham gave a tenth part of all, first being by interpretation king of righteousness, and after that also king of Salem, which is king of peace, without father, without mother, without descent, having neither beginning of days nor end of life, but made like unto the Son of God, abideth a priest continually." Now, let's move on down to verse 11, right? Because this is where we get into it. And this is where the problem I see comes in, because the whole thing was a lie. But down in verse 11, it says, "If therefore perfection were by Levitical priesthood, for under it the people received the law, what further need was there that another priest should rise after the order of Melchizedek, and not be called after the order of Aaron? For the priesthood being changed, there is made of necessity a change also of the law." Then it says, and we know that's a lie, because for one, Melchizedek, first of all, let's look at the word priest, right? Because you have the Levitical priesthood, then you have Kohen, which also means a chief, right? It means a great leader, right? So it's not quite the same thing at all. You can have a chief leader, and then you have the priests who perform the Levitical rituals, which that wasn't what Melchizedek was doing. But let's get into, and that's not what that verse meant either in the Old Testament, what it's referring to. But let's continue. The Most High changes not. Malachi 3 and 6. YAH changes not. So we know that the law was not changed, right? That's a lie. So verse 13, "For he of whom these things are spoken pertains to another tribe, of which no man gave attendance at the altar. For it is evident that our Lord," or Lord, forgive me, YAH, because I don't want to be saying names of false gods, "sprang out of Judah, of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning priesthood." And it is yet far more evident for that after the similitude of Melchizedek there ariseth another priest, who is made not after the law of a carnal commandment, but after the power of an endless life. So they call one of the Most High's laws a carnal commandment, which I find very insulting, right? Because any commandment brought forth by the Creator is not just carnal, right? It is law. It's the law, period. There's no carnal in front of it. You understand? Verse 17. For he testifies, you are a priest forever after the order of Melchizedek. For there is verily a disannulling of the commandment, that is a lie, going before, for the weakness and unprofitableness thereof. They just made all of that up. Verse 19. For the law made nothing perfect, but the bringing in of a better hope did, by the which we draw nigh unto Elohim. And inasmuch as not without an oath he was made priest. For those priests were made without an oath, but this with an oath by him that said unto him, the Lord swear and will not repent. You are a priest forever after the order of Melchizedek. This was never said to Christ at all. But I will show you who it was said to. In verse 22, but by so much was Christ made a surety of a better testament. And they truly were many priests, because they were not suffered to continue by reason of death. But this man, because he continued ever, has an unchangeable priesthood, wherefore he is able also to save them to the uttermost that come unto Elohim by him, seeing he ever lives to make intercession for them. And the Most High never mentioned anything about this. He just inserted himself into what the Most High said. And we're going to go to, before we even go there and talk about that, let's go to Genesis 14. Let's go to Genesis 14. Because remember what I said. Priest or Kohen also comes from also means leader or chief ruler, but not changing the law, right? Not anything about changing the law. Melchizedek was the chief ruler of that time, and that's what we're about to read. So Yah was making a comparison between rulers when he was talking to King David, not Melchizedek, and not changing Levitical priesthood laws. That's just not that's just not what happened. So in Genesis 14, we're gonna go down to verse 20, and I'm gonna start reading where it says, and blessed be the Most High Elohim, which has delivered your enemies into your hand, and he gave him tithes of all. This is talking about Abraham to Melchizedek, right? And the king of Sodom said unto Abraham, or Abram, give me the persons and take the goods to yourself. And Abram said to the king of Sodom, I have lifted up my hand unto Yah, the Most High Elohim, the possessor of heaven and earth, that I will not take from a thread even to a shoe latchet, and that I will not take anything that is yours, lest you should say, I have made Abram rich, save only that which the young men have eaten, and the portion of the men which went with me, Aner, Eshcol, and Mamre, let them take their portion. So that is what essentially what Hebrews 7 1 through 3 was referring to. It's referring to this particular verse, right? Let's go to, was it in this one? Because I was trying to see if it was. And oh, another thing, Levites were not kings in Israel. Just so you know, that was primarily Judah. Were kings of Israel. They were, the Levites, anyways, were busy ministering before Yah to be kings. Too busy ministering to be kings, I should say, over Israel. And Melchizedek's bloodline or tribe is not even mentioned, right? So for them to say that the Levitical laws were changed is absurd. Um, Let me make sure this is the same. It is Psalm 110. Is it Psalm 110? Is it Psalm 110? Let's see. I thought I wrote that down. Okay. Yeah, it's Psalm 110. We're gonna just read the whole chapter since it's a short chapter, right? The Most High is talking about King David. The Most High is not talking about Christ in the New Testament. So in Psalm 110, it reads in the first verse, Yah said unto my master, sit you at my right hand until I make your enemies your footstool. Yah shall send the rod of your strength out of Zion. Rule you in the midst of your enemies. Your people shall be willing in the day of your power. In the beauties of holiness from the womb of the morning, you have the dew of your youth. Yah has sworn and will not repent. You are a priest forever after the order of Melchizedek. You notice he didn't say a priest after the order of the Levites. He's comparing two great leaders, not Levitical priests. These are two different things. Okay? Verse 5. Now, does it mean that the Most High won't give them the same level of value? How the Most High does things when he values things, that's how the Most High does things. But when it comes to their roles and responsibilities, we're not talking about the same thing. You understand? The great king, the chief ruler, has a much different job than the Levitical priests. So this is not changing any laws. The Most High is not changing laws. You understand? In verse 5, it reads, Yah, or the master at your right hand, shall strike through kings in the day of his wrath. He shall judge among the heathen. He shall fill the places with the dead bodies. He shall wound the heads over many countries. He shall drink of the brook in the way. Therefore shall he lift up the head. Christ has never been accused of doing any of these things. He ain't about to do all these things. He's not about to do all these things. Check this out. Let's go to Yep, it was Samuel 7. This is the Most High's covenant with David. It's in 2 Samuel 7. Let's go to 2 Samuel 7, and let's start at verse 1 where it reads, And it came to pass when the king sat in his house, and Yah had given him rest round about from all his enemies. This is just like we read in Psalm 110, right? David is the one, King David is the one that's going out, and yeah, he the one winning against all these enemies, right? He's always in battle. You don't hear about Christ being in battle like King David. You understand? It just doesn't happen. He flipped over a table, I think, right? Christ, I'll never kill a man and all these things, right? The Most High kills. Israelites kill. We kill the wicked. You understand? And the Most High doesn't see anything wrong with that because that's just judgment, right? It doesn't make you a perfect person or like you're some type of a saint because you've never killed. You understand? That's not what makes you a saint. Saints kill. Okay? But they don't murder. That's the difference. You don't go out there premeditated murders. You don't do stuff like that. That's wickedness. It's evil. Right? So people can go on with all of that, holier than thou. Because that's nowhere in the Most High's laws. King David is a warrior. You understand? Okay. Verse 2 reads that the king said unto Nathan the prophet, See now, I dwell in a house of cedar, but the ark of Elohim dwells within curtains. And Nathan said to the king, Go, do all that is in your heart, for Yah is with you. And it came to pass that night that the word of Yah came unto Nathan, saying, Go and tell my servant David, Thus saith Yah, Shall you build me a house for me to dwell in? See, now the Most High don't even refer to him as king. You understand? Verse 6, he said, My servant, David, right? Because all of us are lower than the Creator. Don't ever forget it. Verse 6, Whereas I have not dwelt in any house since the time that I brought up the children of Israel out of Egypt, even to this day, but have walked in a tent and in a tabernacle. In all the places wherein I have walked with all the children of Israel spake I a word with any of the tribes of Israel, whom I commanded to feed my people Israel, saying, Why build you not me a house of cedar? Now therefore so shall you say unto my servant David, Thus saith Yah of hosts, I took you from the sheepcote, from following the sheep, to be ruler over my people, over Israel. So the Most High pulled him up out of the sheep, out of the flock. You hear that? That's the sheep right there. That's the lamb right there. That's King David. This is speaking specifically about King David, not Christ. And it says in verse 9, And I was with you whithersoever you went, and have cut off all your enemies out of your sight, and have made you a great name, like unto the name of the great men that are in the earth. Moreover, I will appoint a place for my people Israel, and will plant them, that they may dwell in a place of their own, and move no more. Neither shall the children of wickedness afflict them any more, as before time, and as since the time that I commanded judges to be over my people Israel, and have caused you to rest from all your enemies. Also Yah tells you that he will make you a house. And when your days be fulfilled, and you shall sleep with your fathers, I will set up your seed after you, which shall proceed out of your bowels, and I will establish his kingdom. So the Most High is telling him right here, all of his seeds, all of his seed, right? And if he's gonna have a bunch of kids, right? Why wasn't Christ prophesied to have kids? Why doesn't he have a seed? Because we're going to have to keep the bloodline going, the lineage going, but he's never ever prophesied to have children anywhere in the New Testament. But let's keep going. Verse 13, he shall build a house for my name, and I will establish the throne of his kingdom forever. I will be his father, and he shall be my son. If he commits iniquity, I will chasten him with the rod of men, and with the stripes of the children of men. I thought Christ didn't sin. Christ, does he commit iniquity now? Does he commit iniquity? The Most High said, if he commits iniquity. He talking about a regular man. Verse 15, but my mercy shall not depart away from him, as I took it from Saul, whom I put away before you. And your house and your kingdom shall be established forever before you. Your throne shall be established forever. According to all these words and according to all this vision, so did Nathan speak unto David. And not once did he mention that David's seed would be sacrificed. Why was that not prophesied right here in this prophecy? Don't you think that's a huge part of mentioning, or don't you think that's worthy of mentioning? If this is the description of the seed that will be king in the kingdom of Yah forever, don't you think that the Creator would have mentioned, and he will be sacrificed for the sins of the world? Why was that not mentioned? In verse 17 it says, according to all these words and according to all this vision, so did Nathan speak unto David. Then went King David in and sat before Yah, and he said, who am I, O Yah Elohim? And what is my house that you have brought me hitherto? And this was yet a small thing in your sight, O Yah Elohim. But you have spoken also of your servant's house for a great while to come. And is this the manner of man, O Yah Elohim? And what can David say more unto you? For you, Yah Elohim, know your servant. For your word's sake, and according to your own heart, have you done all these great things, and make your servant know them. Wherefore you are great, O Yah Elohim, for there is none like you, neither is there any God beside you, according to all that we have heard with our ears. So the Most High lets you know again, there is no God beside the Creator. Christ said he's at his right hand. I believe it was in Revelation. The Most High said there is no God beside him. So is the Most High a liar? Not at all. People make stuff up, right? Instead of reading things for how it is. The Most High is talking to King David. And the Most High said that his seed, and King David did not begat Christ nowhere. And the made up lineage. And there's some made up names that do not connect Christ to Jesse of old. That do not connect Christ to King David of old. Right? There's no connection to them whatsoever in their lineage, in their bloodline. So since I'm talking to my brother, Monty Hotep, let's read this last verse and then we're going to move on. It says, and what one nation in the earth is like your people, even like Israel, whom Elohim would deem for a people to himself, and to make him a name terrible for your land before your people, which you read to you from Egypt, from the nations and their gods. So before that ties into your other post, Monty, because I know you have some concerns about idols in the word, and we're going to go over that. We're going to talk about that, right? Again, Malachi 3:6, Yah changes not. Levitical priesthood, Levitical laws did not change. They were the same yesterday, today, tomorrow. They're gonna remain the same. Period. Let's go to Numbers 18. Yep, Numbers 18. That's a good one. Let's go to Numbers 18, and let's start at the first verse of Numbers 18. And it says, And Yah said unto Aaron, You and your sons and your father's house with you shall bear the iniquity of the sanctuary, and you and your sons with you shall bear the iniquity of your priesthood, and your brethren also of the tribe of Levi, and the tribe of your father bring you with you, that they may be joined unto you, and minister unto you. But you and your sons with you shall minister before the tabernacle of witness, and they shall keep the charge in the charge of all tabernacle, only they shall not come nigh the vessels of the sanctuary and the altar, that neither they nor you also die. Right? These are some of the duties. It's one of the duties of the Levitical priests. One of the things that they could not do. They are in charge of the tabernacle, first of all. Okay? That they're in charge of the tabernacle. They bear the iniquity of the sanctuary, ministering unto Yah. Ministering before the tabernacle of witness. These are not things that are required of the chief leader or the king of Israel. These are not requirements of them to do that. Right? That's why the Most High said after the order of Melchizedek and not the order of Aaron and his sons, the priests. Because the Most High is not changing the laws of the Levitical priests. It's just not, that's not what it is. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 18. And let's start at the first verse of Deuteronomy chapter 18. So it says, The priests, the Levites, and all the tribe of Levi shall have no part nor inheritance with Israel. They shall eat the offerings of Yah made by fire, and his inheritance. This is for the priests, the Levites, and all the tribe of Levi. It didn't say anything about Melchizedek. It didn't say anything about King David and his seed, which is Judah. In verse 2 it says, Therefore shall they have no inheritance among their brethren. Yah is their inheritance, as he has said unto them. And this shall be the priest's due from the people, from them that offer a sacrifice, whether it be ox or sheep, and they shall give unto the priest the shoulder, and the 2 cheeks, and the maw, the first fruit, also of your corn, and your wine, and of your oil, and the first of the fleece of your sheep shall you give him. For Yah your Elohim has chosen him out of all your tribes, to stand to minister in the name of Yah, him and his sons forever. The Most High didn't say anything about changing that law. The Most High said, For Yah, and this is verse 5, For Yah your Elohim has chosen him out of all your tribes to stand to minister in the name of Yah, him and his sons forever. Okay? Him and his sons forever. He didn't mention anything about King David and his seed doing that. And definitely not about Christ doing that. Right? This is for the Levitical priests only. The Levites, who are pure before Yah. The Levitical priests and all the tribe of Levi. Okay? Let's go to the last verse. This is the last thing I'm going to say on this. Leviticus chapter 7. Let's go to Leviticus chapter 7. And let's start reading at the 34th verse. And it says, "For the wave breast and the heave shoulder have I taken of the children of Israel from off the sacrifices of their peace offerings, and have given them unto Aaron the priest, and unto his sons by a statute, forever from among the children of Israel. This is for Aaron the priest, and unto his sons by a statute, forever from among the children of Israel. This is the portion of the anointing of Aaron, and of the anointing of his sons, out of the offerings of Yah made by fire, in the day when he presented them to minister unto Yah in the priest's office, which Yah commanded to be given them of the children of Israel, in the day that he anointed them by a statute forever throughout their generations." So the Most High did not change the Levitical priesthood. The Most High didn't change that law. He didn't change it. Now, can the Most High add to his own law? Absolutely. He can add to his law if he wants to. But Yah changes not. So it is what it is. The Levitical priesthood is specially and specifically for the Levites. David did not become a Levitical priest. David did not become a Levite. Christ, doggone show, didn't become a Levitical priest or a Levite. You understand? So, brother Monty Hotep, I hope that you got something from that. If that was your concern, I'm assuming that was your concern, about Christ being a priest. My concern was more about the law being changed, which wasn't true. The law of Yah was not changed. Okay? Let's go to, because I wanna answer the brother's second half of his portion. Let's talk about. Oh, okay. All right. So he says two gods. He wants to know if there's two gods. So he wants to go to Genesis chapter 35. Genesis chapter 35. And he wants to start at verse 1. And it says, "And Elohim said unto Jacob, Arise, go up to Bethel, and dwell there, and make there an altar unto Elohim that appeared unto you when you fled from the face of Esau your brother." Okay. That is talking about the Most High Yah. There's no two gods there. The Most High wants Jacob to get up and go to Bethel and build an altar unto him, according to the dream that he had in Genesis 28, Jacob's ladder. Let's go there. After he fled from his brother Esau. Let's start at verse 10 of Genesis 28. So Genesis chapter 28 verse 10 reads, "And Jacob went out from Beersheba and went toward Haran. And he lighted upon a certain place and tarried there all night, because the sun was set. And he took the stones of that place and put them for his pillows and lay down in that place to sleep. And he dreamed, and behold, a ladder set up on the earth, and the top of it reached to heaven. And behold, the angels of Elohim ascending and descending on it. And behold, YAH stood above it, and said, I am YAH Elohim of Abraham your father, and Elohim of Isaac. The land whereon you lie, to you will I give it, and to your seed." So you see, the Most High appeared unto Jacob after he fled from his brother Esau, like what you're referring to in Genesis chapter 35, verse 1. He appeared to him in a dream, and this is what he's telling Jacob to go do: build an altar to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and him, Jacob. It's the same God. There are no multiple gods. Okay, verse 14. "And your seed shall be as the dust of the earth, and you shall spread abroad to the west, and to the east, and to the north, and to the south, and in you and in your seed shall all the families of the earth be blessed." Because the Most High said the same thing to his father Abraham. The Most High promised these things to all our forefathers that he encountered. This is the same God. Malachi chapter 3 verse 6, Yah changes not, right? Let's go to matter of fact, let's continue reading actually. Let's continue reading. And it says in verse 15, "And behold, I am with you, and will keep you in all places where you go, and will bring you again into this land, for I will not leave you until I have done that which I have spoken of you, or spoken to you of." And Jacob awaked out of his sleep, and he said, "Surely Yah is in this place, and I knew it not." And he was afraid, and said, "How dreadful is this place! This is none other but the house of Elohim, and this is the gate of heaven." And Jacob rose up early in the morning, and took the stone that he had put for his pillows, and set it upon up for a pillar, and poured oil upon the top of it. And he called the name of the place Bethel, but the name of that city was called Luz at the first. And Jacob vowed a vow, saying, "If Elohim will be with me, and will keep me in this way that I go, and will give me bread to eat and raiment to put on, so that I come again to my father's house in peace, then shall Yah be my Elohim. And this stone which I have set for a pillar shall be Elohim's house. And of all that you shall give me, I will surely give the tenth unto you." Right? This is where they give the 10% tithes and offerings from. Right? Most High didn't require that. But this is Jacob's vow to the Most High. Right? But you can see in verse 21, he says, "So that I come again to my father's house in peace, then shall Yah be my Elohim." So he's talking about the same God as his fathers. And now this is my God. This is my Elohim. Now he's appeared unto me. I know he's real. Praise Yah. Right? So this is talking about one God. Yah is one. Let's go to that verse. Deuteronomy chapter 6. let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 6 and let's start reading at verse 4. And it says, Hear, O Israel, Yah our Elohim is one, Yah, one, not multiple, not three, not however many gods you may think the creator is. Yah is one. And so then our brother Monty Hotep brings up Psalm 82 because he wants to get a better understanding of this particular chapter. But it's very short, so I'm going to go ahead and read the whole thing. Mind you, this psalm is a psalm of Asaph, right? He's the Levite Asaph, not David, right? And so Asaph says in Psalm chapter 82 verse 1, Elohim stands in the congregation of the mighty. He judges among the gods. And this is the verse that the brother is concerned about. But if you continue to read and you understand what God's meant in this sense, in the Hebrew, this would be pertaining to someone who is an authoritative figure, someone who enforces the law, someone who is high up in rank gods, right? Not the Elohim himself, but this is referring to men, because if you continue reading in the second verse, it says, How long will you judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? Selah. The Most High is not saying Selah. This is a man speaking, right? Verse 3. Defend the poor and fatherless. Do justice to the afflicted and needy. Deliver the poor and needy. Rid them out of the hand of the wicked. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. I have said, You are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. He's talking to men. But you shall die like men, and fall like one of the princes. Arise, O Elohim, judge the earth, for you shall inherit all the nations. So this is not talking about some supernatural being, because the last verse will it'll tell it all. He's begging the Most High to arise, judge the earth. He didn't say judge the gods of heaven. He said judge the earth, for you shall inherit all nations. It's talking about the people, your world leaders, gods. You understand? They call themselves gods to this day, but they die like men and fall like one of the princes. So this is not talking about multiple gods. I hope that helped you. Let's go to Psalm 73. And I also have to let you know that Asaph, he looked up to the wicked. You know what I'm saying? So for him to call men gods, I'm not surprised. Because listen to this psalm. Listen to this. This is Asaph the Levite again talking. In Psalm 73, let's start at verse 1. He says, Truly Elohim is good to Israel, even to such as are of a clean heart. But as for me, my feet were almost gone. My steps had well nigh slipped. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. So he was coveting the wicked and what they have, because he saw. He said he almost slipped. My steps had well nigh slipped. He almost fell down, envying the wicked because of their prosperity, looking up to them. They are gods, right? So that is what all of that means when you put all of it together, brother. So I hope that helped you, and anyone else who might have had a concern, any concerns regarding any of the verses that brother brought up. Thank you for bringing up those verses, brother. Now we're going to move on to brother Hosea Bay, and his concern was about Joseph and his wife Asenath. I think it was Potiphar's daughter, Or let me see. Let's go to Genesis chapter 49. Or Potiphar. Genesis chapter 49. And let's start reading at the 26th verse. So the 22nd verse of Genesis 49 reads, Joseph is a fruitful bow, even a fruitful bow by a well, whose branches run over the wall. The archers have sorely grieved him, and shot at him, and hated him. But his bow abode in strength, and the arms of his hands were made strong by the hands of the mighty Elohim of Jacob. From thence is the shepherd, the stone of Israel, even by the Elohim of your father, who shall help you, and by the Almighty, who shall bless you with blessings of heaven above, blessings of the deep that lie under, blessings of the breasts and of the womb. The blessings of your father have prevailed above the blessings of my progenitors, unto the utmost bound of the everlasting hills. They shall be on the head of Joseph, and on the crown of the head of him that was separate from his brethren. So you can see right here, Joseph is going to be highly blessed, right? Jacob blessed all of his children. Let's go to, he blessed all of the tribes of Israel. Let's go to Genesis 41. Yeah, that's the one it is. Genesis chapter 41. So Joseph's blessed, and his bloodline is also blessed. Let's go down to verse 49. The daughter of Potiphar, priest of On, and Joseph went out over the land of Egypt. Right? And as we know, they had Ephraim and Manasseh. Right? Let's keep on reading. And Pharaoh called, no, I already read that part. Verse 46. And Joseph was 30 years old when he stood before Pharaoh king of Egypt. And Joseph went out from the presence of Pharaoh and went throughout all the land of Egypt. And in, hold on, my audio disconnected. Let me see if it reconnected. Okay, good. And Joseph called the name of his the firstborn Manasseh, for Elohim said, He has made me forget all my toil and all my father's house. And the name of the second called he Ephraim, for Elohim has caused me to be fruitful in the land of my affliction. Right? So we know, praise Yah, that Joseph's bloodline is through Ephraim and Manasseh. Right? I'm not sure if you wanted something more specific than that, Brother Hosea. If you did, please let me know in more detail on the same post, please. But that would be the bloodline of Joseph, right? So that is all we have for you today. That's all I got for you today or tonight for our Bible study / field study. Praise Yah. And if you need any breakdown, any further breakdowns or anything like that, just message me and let me know. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Praise the Almighty Yah. All the glory goes to Yah. Hallel. Can't forget to praise Yah. And have a wonderful rest of your night. Shalom.
it's been a long day. When it's all said and done, I'm on my knees to pray. Yahweh always got me through the day. I swear I never put another man in this holy place. I never put another God in this holy place. It's more than fate, more than grace, superior race. I really feel it in my veins, a walking testament of the old, not the new. Feeling blessings cause I was born amongst a chosen few. It's nothing really new, a two-life individual, sending blessings to my family and my crew, to the one that's not identical. Inspirational words from a man who told me can't nobody limit you unless you let them or they get the best. But I doubt that ever happen if I'm guided like a GPS, and I never give it a rest. Sending blessings to the best because I'm always going through a test. Yes.
Giving thanks to Yah, giving thanks to Yah for all He's done. Giving thanks to Yah. Raise your hands and lie to the Most High. Giving thanks to Yah, giving thanks to Yah.
Because I always make it through. Always make it, always make it, always make it through.
I see the beauty of the firmament and think about your shining face. Feeling soulless in this wilderness, broken hearted, let the healing begin. Precious anointment upon my skin, get me further. I just wanna be next to the prophets like Zipporah. Feeling sorrow as the son of Korah. Let us look to our King for His word to restore us. Fiending for the sanctuary of the Elohim, praise Him to His presence is near. Yah's love got us shining like a chandelier, full of His compassion, still standing as a pioneer. Who mightier than YAH? Look into my eyes and you see broken but never hopeless, welling in the belly of the beast like Jonah, fasting, keeping a humble persona like I'm supposed to, raised up as a righteous soldier.
Yes, giving thanks to Yah, giving thanks to Yah for all He's done. Giving thanks to Yah. Raise your hands and lie to the Most High. Giving thanks to Yah, giving thanks to Yah.
Because I always make it through. Always make it, always make it, always make it through. What? Because I always make it through. Always make it, always make it, always make it through. I put my hands up in the sky and I pray I make it through.
Force my hand through the spring, in my dreams I broke through. Awoken in the evening, tired of the lost light.
Stronger stand, wiser man, He hear my voice and make me right. Shape me to an Israelite, you can see it in my eyes. Keep my heart into His laws, is the way that I survive.
Under my feet, levitation from this captivity. Everything we was, you required it to be.
Make it here, make it there. And if my bed is made of hell, that will be there, that will be there, yeah.
Giving thanks to Yah, giving thanks to Yah for all He's done. Giving thanks to Yah. Raise your hands and lie to the Most High. Giving thanks to Yah.